Hi, this is Ed, and I wanted to do a review of the water-resistant SoundBot SB510 shower speaker. I'm really impressed with this little speaker after a bit of a problem with the first two, which I'll explain in a second, was almost entirely my fault. I received the SoundBot and used it a lot in the shower, charged it up, used it again, and then I thought, oh, I'll go and top it off after another hour of use, and then I plugged it in and it didn't work at all. The red light would just flash once real quick. And so I contacted customer service, and they thought it was defective, and they immediately shipped me another one, and the new one did exactly the same thing. And so I was really pissed at this point. And I contacted them again, accused them of not having good quality control, and then sent those two back, and they shipped me another one. Well, as it turns out, this thing's battery lasts so long that it thinks it's fully charged. And so even after an hour of use, you plug it in and it still thinks it's fully charged. I actually had to run it down a little ways before I could get it to charge properly. Anyway, it's relatively tiny. It has a suction cup on the bottom. You can see from here the holes in the bottom are where the sound comes through. There's a plastic speaker inside of here, which is basically sealed to the base of the housing, and that keeps the water from getting into the electronics and the battery. So don't worry if water gets in these holes. That's engineered. It's not waterproof, so you don't want to put it underwater. It is only water resistant. The charging port on the SoundBot on some of the previous models looked like it was some kind of mini jack that I've seen, but this newer one that I've received is a micro USB port. They also provide you with a short cable. If you have other electronics, digital cameras, things of that nature, there's a good chance that you already have a longer, better cable that you can use with it. And there's this little rubber stopper cover thing that you have to press firmly into the port to make sure the water doesn't get into it. There's a microphone, play, stop, power, back, forward, and also if you hold down the back, it's volume down, and if you hold down the forward, it's volume up. It measures only about 2 1/8 to 2 1/4 tall, and width on this guy is about 3 1/4. Now, of course, that's with the suction cup just up. If you pushed it down, it wouldn't be that high. The weight on this guy, it's relatively lightweight as well. Stuck. It clocks in at just under 3.5 ounces, which makes this extremely lightweight. One of the interesting things when you have a Bluetooth speaker connected to your phone, or any Bluetooth device for that matter, is that you can generally make and receive phone calls from the device, and also alerts that come through, like your email alerts or text alerts, or any of your alerts come through the speaker as well. I've had a conversation in the shower with this. I wouldn't say it's ideal, but if you can't miss a phone call, then you could always turn the water off, and you can certainly have a conversation with this. This little hole that you see here is the microphone. You can answer the call by pressing the little phone button here. You can also end the call by pressing the phone button. Here's an interesting thing. If you have an Apple iPhone and you have Siri enabled, you can double tap this and query Siri. Hey Siri, do you like my Bluetooth speaker?
Hello there, Ed.
Now obviously you can't hear the fidelity of that, but it's pretty good for a little guy. But I guess the other question would be, what does it sound like if you bring it in the shower? Yeah, you can't hear it. You can only hear the water, and maybe you can hear me, but the point of this is to show you that it actually does sound reasonably well in the shower. Of course, I can't stick it up on the wall because I have tile, but I have a little nook over here that I generally just stick it in, and it just sits there and does a decent job. So, is it worth it? Yeah, you know, I got this one on Amazon for, I want to say it was like 12 to 15 bucks. And there's all sorts of colors. There's blue, there's pink, there's zebra, there's leopard, there's a variety of these things. So whatever one you want, they have. It'll pair with, I assume it will pair with any Bluetooth device. I'm sure it'll pair with all smartphones. Yeah, highly recommended.